All right. Everybody. All right, let me just quickly get something. One sec. Hello. All right. Let's start this up. Welcome, welcome. I see a few people here on YouTube. So, let me know. Okay, a few more people coming in. Good, nice. Everybody. So, today we are going to... Let me see here. Hey, Tristan. Welcome. Let me turn out the music. Turn off the music, and then let's chat. Okay, so what are we going to do today? Today we are going to look into Google Trends. That is one thing that I'm doing every year when I start. When the year starts, we're already a bit late. It's already the 22nd. Usually I do this a bit earlier, but usually that's something I do. I go to Google Trends, I look at some Google Trends and try to see every year how were the topics progressing, right? Where were the trends? What went up? What went down? And now we're going to look at this together today. So you can also make suggestions. I have a bit of a list of stuff I was looking at last year's video that is also here on the channel. Last year's live stream. And yeah, we're going to check this out. I already prepared Google Trends here for us. Let me make this, bring this up here. Right, this. And then let's chat about it. If you already have some ideas what to talk about, let's do it. I just need to quickly blow my nose because everybody's sick at home, so. Okay, sorry. So we're going to start, and I'm thinking the first thing that we should look at is something from last year. I was looking at AWS last year. So this is German, although this is US. Can I make this? I actually was looking at this. I changed it to US in the trends, but I don't remember. How was I able to change this in the language here? Man, I feel like it's every year the same shit here. Let's make it English UK for you guys. Okay, so let's look at AWS. I think I used we can try search term and we can try also company, and then we can look at the trends. And I think GCP is, maybe I had Google Cloud Platform as a search term here. Google Cloud Platform. Let's look at application, Azure, some web services. Okay, this is a bit better. So, when did we look at this last time? So this is past day. Let's look at the past 5 years, so we get a bit more information around this. And one sec. I'm maybe going to go bottom here. Or I'm going to go bottom there. No, let me stay here. So, as you can see, interestingly enough, these were from a search volume. These are going down a bit, right? So AWS is still on top here. That's the past 5 years, and Azure is below them, and GCP is also low here, but it has this is a steady graph here, I would say. So that, I think, nothing really changed here, right? Seems normal, absolutely normal. What else should we look at? Let's look at data engineering topic, data science, field of study. And let's look at last year I was looking at big data. Search term. I'm not sure if that fits. Why has that been so low? Let's just look at search terms. Huh? So still the whole data science topic is a lot higher than data engineering, right? And that is just for search. Should we look, like, let me know what else do we want to put here? Put some stuff in the comments. Come on, guys. I'm here also for your entertainment. So what else do we want to search? We could search. Do we want to bring in? We could. Let me see. Let's search. Was I searching United States? Why did nobody tell me? Worldwide, of course. Worldwide. Let's search for Databricks as company. Snowflake company, and that we delete here. Okay, they had in 2020 when so let's make this Databricks. Analytics engineering, that is a good point. Let me go. I want to quickly do a custom range here. I want to see 2021 to 2025. Why doesn't this work? Doesn't work. But I think we can see it here, right? We can see what we're talking about. They're very close together. Although Snowflake here is actually higher than Databricks. Interesting. Maybe some tool or language, Tristan. Yeah, which one? Well, language. So let's first do Kim's analytics engineering. Let's look at analytics engineering. And I think we can do here. Let's look at analytics engineering. Analytics engineering. And then let's look at data engineering. And I think I had there cloud engineering. Or let's do it this way. Cloud engineering. Let's search for actually jobs. Machine learning engineer we could bring in here, right? (2004 and present). So data engineer is I'm on the wrong side here. That doesn't work. One sec. Okay, this works better. So these are actually stagnating here. Cloud engineer, data engineer still is going up. So that it's nice to see that this trend actually from last year, it's still going up. So people need more engineers, right? We could bring in the data analyst here as well. Let's see. Let's do one the same, but instead of the ML engineer, we add here the data analyst. Let's see how. Okay, you look, see. Interesting. So still the analyst is still going up very strong because of the amount of data that was coming in. And that people work with, they need more analysis, right? Or they need more engineers, but even more data analysts. Interesting. What happens when we, let's delete this one here. And let's add the data scientist here. And then what we are also going to do is we're going to change this to field of study. Oh, look. Oh, interesting. So the sign, no, that's wrong. Let's make this different. Let's go to the past 5 years. Actually don't see it that much, but the data scientist is stagnating, right? It's going down. It's getting overtaken by the data engineer actually. But the data analyst is still super far ahead. So the hype is over, I would say, with data scientists, right? So interesting. And what was that? That was December 23. So Jan 24, it was going up strong from August 23. It came up, but it's on a downward trend. It's on a downward trend since February 2022. No, let's say that was a high point. Then it basically went horizontal from February to October and then went down. Okay, that is interesting. That's interesting. What else do you have, guys? Databricks we had. Python versus Scala. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Python versus Scala versus, let's add more. Java. Maybe Rust. No, what? Yeah. What else is everybody talking about? I think Rust. Rust program. These are all book. Golang. Oops, something went wrong. Let's refresh. Oh, okay, no, it messed it up. This doesn't like. Well, Rust most likely is okay. Let's try this. What happens when we create Scala topic, Java programming language, Rust? Programming language, Golang, Go programming language. Okay, so I think this is a good fit. Okay. I mean, we still see the same thing, right? Python, but Python is actually, these are all going down. Interesting. They're all kind of going down since 22. There was a big up and then down. But yeah, Go, Rust, what's that below here? Scala, niche, completely niche products. That like Rust, Scala, people use for Spark, but yeah, not that big of a deal, I would say. Let me quickly see, because Abigail said here, expected more from machine learning in the last few months. Let's quickly look at that. Let me see, what did I have here? Let me see. Maybe we do a, let's do one with ChatGPT. Or let's do one with machine learning and what did because I was looking at last year. I think machine, I don't see it, but I think one with machine learning and large language models or something. That's always interesting. Come on. Yep. Machine learning field of study, large language models. It only has search term. Large language model topic. I don't know if that is comparable, but okay. Interesting. Okay. So of course, always take this with the salt of grain. No, how's it called? Salt of no. With a, what's the right thing? Grain of salt. Take this with a grain of salt because right, this is according to Google search, right? And of course, this is large language models or LLMs. This whole topic is more of a hype topic in the past year, past 1.5 years. So naturally, a lot more people search for it, and also a lot more of non-technical people search for it and use it. So we could add here. We could do here artificial intelligence field of study. Okay, that is huge. Wow, AI is huge. Okay. Wow. So this thing is going up since basically we're through. I think through the whole large language models and so on. I think this is why this is going up. Let me try something here. I just want to see what happens if we add ChatGPT here. Wow. Okay. This is going up. Okay. That is poo. I like it. Somebody said, who said it here? Gen AI we could also add here. As a search term. I don't want to use the search term. Compare data warehouses. What type of data warehouse do we want to compare? We could compare Snowflake. Right? Let's use company. Snowflake BigQuery. Topic. What else do we want to use? What do I have on my list here? What did I search for last year? Don't see it. Redshift. maybe AWS Redshift. I don't like to mix. Let's see, let's keep out Redshift. What else did we have last year? Redshift, Snowflake, BigQuery, DuckDB. That was something I wanted to see last year, but okay, there's nothing. Oh no, that's all. Okay, it's just Germany. Who cares about just Germany? Interesting. BigQuery actually is going down. It looked like Snowflake, but because it's company, it's topic. That's the same thing. Well, DuckDB is hopeless here. Redshift also. If we just use search term. But it's always not that good to mixing these. What's here when we said 2004 to present? How does that look? Interesting. See? Interesting. So when Snowflake actually came up, the other two, BigQuery and Redshift, were actually going down, and they're going up again. Well, they make a note here that something changed from the data collection. But actually Snowflake is growing. So that is interesting. People are complaining all the time that Snowflake is too expensive and so on, but okay, interesting. Do you have a different one as well? Should we look at something different? Like from this, should we add something here? Like I think, isn't ClickHouse also one of these? Isn't ClickHouse one of these? Okay, let's far down. Databricks, Rust, Julia. Analytics engineering. What else could we look at? Last year I had some other databases as well. So I had, what did I have? MongoDB, and then I had PostgreSQL, then I had SQL Server, and I had Redis, and I had, that was it, but I think MySQL, that could also be. System software, oops, something went wrong. What's wrong? That was below topic. Now let's just remove Redis here. Whoa. Yeah, it's automatically going to, like, it's trying to Redis topic, and I think it's no, it's working, but okay, forget it. It's below. But that I think it's interesting, that trend of stuff going down, of the traditional ones, right? What is it? What happens when we do Oracle here? Oracle database. Oh, good idea, Tristan. Airflow perfect in Mage. Let's look at that. So this, you can see the traditional data stores or SQL data stores, they're all going down. They have been going down for some time, and it's basically flat for the past 5-7 years or so, right? Mongo we actually only see coming up here, but compared to the others, still small. So what did What did we just say? Ah, okay, airflow and so on. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. It's a good idea. Airflow. Then we're going to look at, what did you say? Perfect. Perfect. Perfect is difficult to add here. Perfect is difficult. Let's not use perfect. Let's use mage. AI, mage. Okay, we are going to use the search term. And then we're using, wasn't Daxter also one? Let's switch the search terms. And prefect. Prefect. Difficult. Oh, that's wasn't Luigi also one? But Luigi is more. Okay, forget about it. Airflow, Daxter. These are, they are very, very close here. Daxter is coming up strong here. Let's look at the past 5 years. Ah, come on. What's the matter? Daxter. Full search term. Yeah, so in the past 5 years, Daxter actually got a, oh, by the way, yeah, that's a good idea. This kind of thing. Airflow, Mage, Daxter. Let's also, by the way, let me know your thoughts on this. I think this is an interesting thing that Daxter is actually coming up so fast. So that means in a year it should have actually surpassed Airflow, right? When you look at this, so this, if this continues with the trend just like before, Daxter actually is overtaking Airflow. This is an interesting thing. Let's quickly look at something. Let's look at Docker. No, not Dockers. Docker software, and let's look at Kubernetes. This we remove. And why does this not work? Okay. So Kubernetes is not that It's not that crazy, right? Orchestra. I think that's we could just use it as a search term, but most likely this is like, these others are so big you can't possibly get to it. We could add it here, right? This was more the right thing. That we search for orchestra here. Actually, does that make sense? Maybe not, right? I don't think that is the orchestra that we know. I'm not sure about this one. Docker Kubernetes. Do we want to add something I had last time? Data mesh. That's also something very interesting we should look at. Data mesh. Because like last year, everybody was like, data mesh, data mesh, data mesh. Yeah. Come on. Oh. Let's go Google Trends. So, what could we compare this to? What do we want to compare data mesh to? We could compare it to data governance. We could compare it to something like Lakehouse. What do we want to compare this to? What do you think, guys? What do we want to compare this to? Perfect prefect mage Databricks Studio Rest. Nothing? Okay, then we compare this to nothing. One idea that I have is we'll look at infrastructure as code. And then we'll look at, so annoying. Let's use a different browser. Infrastructure as code, and then we use data. Oh, that's a good idea here. Maybe it works. Data Vault. We could use Data Vault here. Do they have some data vault modeling, data mesh? Okay. Data lakes. Topic. Okay. Okay, the data lake trumps all of these. So let's go to 2004 to present. Yeah. But interesting, you see data mesh here, this got coined here February or March 2022. But it's like, it doesn't really grow. This is just like a flat thing, right? Data vault, same thing. Data lake, this is something that is going up. Infrastructure as code, platform as code. What else do we put in there? It's a bit boring. Let's do no code and low code. Semantic layer. Do we want to add this here? Let's add this here. Topic. Let's go to the past 5 years so we see a bit more. So really stuff happening here with the semantic layer. What else did we have? Physical AI. What physical AI? What's that? Data mesh we had. One thing I want to look at is Terraform, because we recently created a Terraform course, right? So I want to see Terraform itself. How does that behave here? Okay. So this is growing. But infrastructure as code as a topic doesn't really go up. Am I dumb now? What's the abbreviation for this? Infrastructure as code, right? Am I dumb? Yeah, IAC. Let's try. Digital twin, that's something that's something out of my old world. Out of my old internet of let's add the Internet of Things here as a topic, and then use here the digital twin. Oh, please don't do this to me, Google. Yeah, maybe we need to wait a bit. I don't know what's going on. It feels like they have some restrictions on you searching or using the website, so you don't scrape stuff. What was interesting so far? So what was the interesting topics? What were the interesting topics? Let's quickly bring this back here. So we had data engineering, data science, big data. So data engineering a lot lower than data science, but data science doesn't really go up in the past 5 years. Then we had Databricks and Snowflake. That was with Snowflake, yeah. Very close together still. We had analytics engineer, data engineer, cloud engineer, machine learning, where we see the cloud engineer actually grows a bit, but data engineering is going up a lot. We had, again, this Python, Scala, Java, Rust, Go, where you can see basically Python and Scala. No, Python and Java are still the big winners here. The others like Rust or Go are basically here below. And Scala is absolutely the lowest, because who's using Scala? Scala is only used by people that use Spark mostly. Most of course, there are exceptions. Also, people build their tools on Scala, but That we did learn machine learning and large language models. That was actually artificial intelligence. That was actually going down like crazy. But when we removed this, did we have this removed here? Let's quickly remove this from here. Then we saw that actually large language models are going up here, right? So they are exploding, I would say. We had BigQuery, Redshift, ClickHouse, Snowflake, where Snowflake is still growing. That is good. MongoDB and so on, all the other databases that were coming down here. We had Airflow, Daxter, Kestra. I think Kestra doesn't count here because Kestra is newer, and this doesn't count here. Oh, no. Please. I'm going to refresh this later. Kubernetes, Docker. We had data mesh. Infrastructure as code, which doesn't work. What the? Why do you do this to me? Then we had Internet of Things and Digital Twin. Nothing works anymore. Terraform, infrastructure as code, data. What's that? Data mesh, data vault, data modeling, data lake, semantic layer, low code, no code. Now I would try more, but I don't think it lets me. Windows, Linux, Mac OS. I think we need to cut this short if this continues. I can try another browser. Let me open up another window here with another profile. Or let's use an incognito here. Oh, doesn't matter. Yeah, but you have sent too many requests to us recently. Please try again later. Yes, super cool. Okay. So I think we're blocked. We can't go any further. That's annoying. That's annoying. Last year we didn't have that problem. Yeah, DBT, Milovan, DBT would have been something that I actually would have loved to see here. DBT data build tool. It looks like I can't get this running again. No. We just played around for 45 minutes with it and it's blocked. How dumb is that? Yeah, maybe I'm going to continue this after our meeting. What else? What type of trends have you seen in the past year? What would you say is a trend? What should I look at? I wanted to look at Llama and Mistral, basically a few models for Gen AI. Elasticsearch, I think, and all the other vector stores would have been super interesting to actually look at. I wanted to look at Spark versus Flink, Iceberg versus Apache Arrow, I'm not sure, but Apache Iceberg would have been very interesting to look at. Airflow, Dexter, Luigi Prefect we had, actually. Teradata, SSIS, Data Factory, Alteryx would have been super interesting to see, right? So maybe I'm going to somehow add this to a list and get this to you guys. Make screenshots of what I just had. Yeah. Otherwise, what else is there? Let me quickly talk about the Academy. One thing that I actually also wanted to show you. So because when you go to our Learn Data Engineering website, in the coaching part, now before coaching was in a setup where we started as a cohort once a month, and then you could learn and you could join the coaching. Now what I do, I try this different now. You can actually on the coaching page now schedule a strategy meeting with me to see if the coaching fits to you and how we can help you in the coaching. And then you basically could start tomorrow. That is something that we're changing from the coaching, and I want to try this, how you guys like this, and because I just think that it makes no sense for somebody to wait for 4 weeks to have the coaching started where we could start tomorrow. And we're also going to switch around the times a bit. Right now it's all based on European time, and actually Santiago is going to switch to 7 p.m. Eastern time, so New York time. So for everybody who only has time in the afternoon and late afternoon in US, you can then join here. I need to actually make these changes. That's something that I changed. And we're also right now working on a different website where it makes it easier for you to understand the roadmaps. We're going to talk about roadmaps next time as well. And yeah, so if you're interested in learning data engineering, check out my academy, check out my coaching program. The academy is we have 30 something courses and over 55 hours, I think, in content where you can learn from beginners to experts. You can always learn something new, and it has a really nice pricing. Yeah. Man, I want to try DBT here. Does it let me now again? Oh, maybe I can. DBT, data build tool, or let's use data build tool. Topic. No, I'm locked again. Oh, this is so dumb. Tristan, Docker, and Podman. I'm going to look at this. Let me quickly write this down so I don't forget it. I'm going to do a few more, take screenshots of them, put them in the document, and then you can. I'm going to share this with you guys. Okay. Thanks for being here. Hope we had fun. Next time we're going to most likely talk again about a roadmap. By the way, we also had a video yesterday. So if you're interested, then check out yesterday's video about Terraform. I posted this on my YouTube channel. And yeah. With that, go over there, hit a like here, write me a comment afterwards, and then see you next time, guys.